Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solution. My name is Lokesh Gandhi, and today's session we are going to perform purchase order conversion using FBDI template in Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management procurement application. So in our previous session, we have seen how to create purchase order using UI, user interface in our application. And today's session, we will see how to import the purchase order using the FBDI template. FBDI is nothing but a file-based data import, right? So we have to perform some basic steps to import the purchase order using the FBDI template. First of all, we have to download the template from the repository, Oracle Enterprise repository. And after that, we have to input the data into our template so that we prepare our template. And later on, we have to create the CSV file, and we have to upload this CSV file into the application so that our data populate into the interface table, and later on this data populate from the interface table to the base table so that this data reflect in our application. We'll see on the application, right? So let's move and download the template. So this is Oracle OER. Let's type Oracle OER and click on the first link, this Fusion apps oer.oracle.com. Click on that, click on this cloud application. And under the supply chain manufacturing, click on this procurement option. Click on this all books and go to the implementation. So we have an option, file-based data import, FBDI for the procurement. Click on this HTML. It is redirect to a file, right? File-based data import procurement, right? A document provided by the Oracle, and go to the purchasing. Click on this purchase order import. In the same way, you can import the blanket purchase agreement, contract purchase agreement, right? So in today, we will see the purchase agreement. We will see the purchase order, right? Standard purchase order. Click on that, and we have a file link. The file is XLSM template, and we have PO, purchase order import template, XLS file. Click on that and go to show in the folder. Let's cut from that and copy in a folder, right? Its name is PO FBDI and paste it over here, right? Let's open it and click on this enable editing, and we have an instruction in CSV generation tab, right? And under this tab we have one option, generate CSV file, and click on this second tab, and we have the PO headers interface, right? We have to input some data. You can see as per your information, as per your detail, you have to define, you have to insert, right? So this is interface header key, and it should be a unique, right? So delete second one, and this is first one. We have to define our interface header. Let's input 911 and 111, right? And the action, we have to define the action. If you are going to create the new one, go with the original, and if you want to update the existing data, go with the update. So click on this original, and this is the page number. You can define, either you can delete, and we have the standard type code. Document type code is the standard, and we have the style. So we have to define the style. So how can insert the information? So with the help of the application information, you can insert the information over here, right? The details. So let's go our application and take some information, so details like business unit, procurement business unit, supplier name, supplier site, item details. You can take all the details from the application. So go to the procurement and go to the purchase order. And click on this task list, click on this create. And the style is purchase order. Let's copy it and paste in our file, right? And the procurement BU. So we have to copy the US1 business unit. So let's type US1 space business unit, right? So this is our procurement business unit. And in the same way, we have the requisitioning BU, the same US1 business unit. You can copy, you can paste, and we have to define the sold to legal entity. So we have the sold to legal entity. You can copy from that. You can paste, right? So bill to BU is the same. And we have to define the buyer. Let's copy the buyer. The name should be the same in our application. And the currency code, you can see this is our currency code, nothing but a USD, right? And we have to define the description. So description is we are going to insert the PO, we are importing the PO. So import purchase order using FBDI. Right? And we have to build to location. You can see build to location. So ship to location and build to location are the same. Build to location and ship to location are the same, right? And we have to define this supplier information. So you can get the information from here. Let's enter the supplier name. So this is supplier name, this is supplier side. You can copy the details and you can paste in the supplier, and you can paste the supplier side, right? No need to define the supplier contact and other information. And you can set the payment term is immediate, and you can delete rest of the information from this tab. Let's delete it. Now in the same way, you can insert more information, more purchase order, so that you can say multiple purchase order you can import, right? But the interface header should be different. So this is, let's take no, let's take 9.1.2 and the same. Let's take two purchase order. We will import two purchase order, right? So in the same way, you can import n number of data, means you can import the 10,000 data, and exceeding 10,000 data cause the performance issue and could lead the failure, right? So let's import some data, and we have defined the same information. The purchase order is the same, business unit also the same, legal entity also the same, right? And we have defined the description, the different description. We have the one and this is the 2, so that we can differentiate, right? So in the same way, you can insert more data as per your requirement, right? So we fill all the information in the same way. Go to the PO lines interface. Let's delete the other one, delete, and let's enter the interface line. So we are going to insert 9222, right? And we have the interface header. So we have to copy the interface header. Let's copy it and let's paste it in the table. So we are going to insert 2 purchase order. So we have to define the different unique interface line key. So this is 9223, right? The action is same. Line number is 2, and the same. And we have to define the item. So how can we fetch the information, the details of the item? So let's create and let's add one line. So you can get the item information. Let's copy it and paste it in our template, right? So we are going the same, and the description is roller bearing. You can define over here. The name should be the same as per the data in our application, right? And we have to define the item revision, and as per your information you can define the category name, but this is not a mandatory field. You can define here the category name is the mandatory, so that we are going to insert the category name. So we have the same format, right? And we are going to insert the quantity, the different quantity. Different PO is the different quantity. So first PO have the 10 quantity and the second one is the 20 quantity. And we have the EA, the unit of measure is EA. You can check it out in the details of the item. You can see the unit of measure is EA. It's not a each, is a EA, right? So let's, so we have defining the price 1,100, and the same price is the same item, but the amount are the different based on the quantity, right? And we have some more information. You can delete other information, right? Delete it. Let's check the information. This should be a EA and the item should be the same, because we are adding the item in the PO are the same, and the line should be the different, right? So let's move to the third tab, the location, right? The again, delete this one, and we have the interface line key. The interface line key copy from the second tab. This is the interface line key. We have to copy from that and we have to paste it in the third tab. right? And we have the, no, so this is the header. We have to copy the interface line. So interface line is this one, right? So copy that one, copy this one and paste it in the over here. So this is interface line key. Now we have to define the interface line location key. This is also the unique. So we have to define 9333 the same way 9334, right? So schedule is the same. Ship to location we have already defined in our first step. You can see ship to location. We have the ship to location. You can copy from that and paste it over here, right? Ship to organization. This is very important. We have to check our organization. You can see our organization is 001. So let's enter 001 and you can see it changed to the 1. So we have to change the type, the cell type, right? So select this one and go to the home, and we have the formatting is general. We have to change the format is text so that it's take 001, right? Let's copy the same. And we have to define the quantity. The quantity is 10 and 20 and the amount is 1000 and 2000, right? And define the date. So we are going to insert some future date. The same date you can define over here, right? Now go to the destination type code. We have a two option, inventory and expense. So we are going to take the inventory, right? And we have the information, right? So we have to delete all the other information, the rest of the information. Delete this one, right? So this is our purchase order schedule, right? Now go to the 4 tab. This is the order distribution, purchase order distribution. Same way, delete all the information. And we have to define the interface line location key, which is in our 3rd tab. Interface line location, copy this one. And we have to define into our interface line location. And we have to define the distribution key is nothing but a 9444. And this is also a unique. So 9445, right? Distribution can be a same. Now you can define the quantity 10, 20, and let's check other information. Let's delete all other rest of the information, right? Delete it. So we have data and our template is ready with our all the details, the purchase order detail you can see, right? So let's generate our CSV file. So go to the first tab, instructions and CSV generation, click on the generate CSV file and go to our created PO FBDI folder, and let's save it. Save it. This is also CSV file. Save it again. This is a CSV file. Save it again. Last one, CSV again. And CSV and zip file has been created. Hit OK. Now let's go to our instance, and we have to perform some schedule job. So in order to go to our schedule job, we have to click on this navigator and go to the tools and click on this schedule processes. Click on this schedule new process, and we have to search. The job name is interface, load interface, file for import. Now click on this OK. And we have to select the import process. Import process is import order. So this is import order. Select this one. And we have to upload our CSV file. So click on this upload new file. Click and select. This is PO FBDI folder. Under this folder, we have a zip file. Click on that. Click OK. Submit. The process ID is 6396. Refresh it. Six 396 is our process ID. Status is ready. And now we have now let's again refresh it. So this is our file, load interface file for the import. 6396 completed. Again refresh it, and it turns into the succeeded. We can check. This load interface file succeeded. Now click on this navigator. We have to perform one more job. So click on this tool and again go to the schedule process. Click on schedule new process and search for the name is import order. Search. Now select the first one, import order. Click OK. Again click OK. So the procurement view is US1 business unit, and we have the default buyer and the approval action. We have a two approval action. The first one is do not approve. When we go with the do not approve, and our import purchase order will be, the status will be in the incomplete. We have to complete on the UI. And when we select the submit for the approval, and our imported purchase order will be converted into the approved when concerned person will approve this request, right? Let's go with the first one, do not approve, And we will also cover this submit for the approval later on. So click on this one and click submit. Click OK. The process ID is 6407. Click on refresh. 6407. Again refresh. So again refresh it. Right, this is our import order. Again refresh it till the status gets succeeded. You can see the import order and our process ID 6407 gets succeeded. Now let's check our purchase order. Click on this navigator. In the procurement section, click on this purchase order. Click on this task list. Click on manage orders and search for the supplier name. Search it. So you can see the purchase order using FBDI 1 and 2 import successfully, and the status is incomplete because when we select our process, then at that time the action is not approved, right? So you can see this is our status, right? And you can also check the log file of this process. So click on this import order and we have the process ID 6407. Click on the view output and click on this file. Let's open it. And this is our log file. Import document job started and the procurement view US1 business unit. The purchase order imported successfully, right? And this is our purchase order number. Let's finish it. Okay. Now we will take one more scenario where the status gets into approved automatically. We are taking the approval as a automatic. So in order to that, again, this is our CSV. This is our template, right? And this is the first template. And we have to change some data like we had defined the 5 and 6. The same way, copy, go to the second tab. Let's paste it over here. Right. In the same way, we have to change this one. This is like 5 and this is take 6. We have to copy this one and paste it in the third one, right? The same way we have to change this one and also this one so that it will not display any error, right? Right, in the same way we will change right. Let's go to the second tab and we have to change the description. This is the description. Now, first tab, we have the description. So this is our description. So let's change. Is 4 and this is third. This is 4. And rest of the information will be the same, right? In the first step, we have the same information. And the second one also the same information. The purchase order information like the price item will be the same, right? No need to change. Right. So let's generate our CSV file. Now click on this generate CSV file. Right. So we are going to save in the same folder and we have to change the name. So let's take new, save, save. Right, CSV and Z file has been created. Now let's move to our application. It's done. And we have to perform the same schedule job. Go to the tools, click on the schedule processes. Click on schedule new process. And we have to search load interface file or import. Click on this OK. And let's select import order. So this is import order, select this one. We have to select our CSV file. It's nothing but a PO import order new. Hit OK. Submit. 6422 is our process ID. Refresh it. Again, refresh it. So this is our file 6422 succeeded, right? Again, click on this navigator. Click on this schedule process. And we have to perform one more job, import order. Search for that. Now click first one, import order, hit OK. Again, OK. Now the approval action, go with the second one, submit for approval and submit. The process ID 6431. Refresh. 6431, this is our process ID. 6431 completed and get succeeded, right? So let's move on to the procurement section, purchase order, and we'll see our imported data. Click on this task list, click on manage orders and search by the supplier. Search. You can see this is our inputted data, purchase order using FBDI 3 and 4, and the status is pending approval, right? Click on search, again search. You can see the status gets open, it gets approved, right? So in this way you can upload, you can import all the purchase order using the FBDI template. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much.